next for questions. Oh, you have?
No, I just wanted to say, I believe in balance. Our kids do need to learn computers, but if you talk to teachers, they want to talk about curriculum, and teachers want to teach.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Kenny Brown. For full transparency, I'm the publisher of the Northwest Voice newspaper.
Yes.
And I'm also the political consultant for Senator Shirley Nathan Fulton. Mine is a comment. I thought this was an excellent forum. But I would like to say to the planners that if you wanted full participation of all your elected officials, and especially your state, Monday night is the worst night you could have done. If you notice, Senator Shirley Nathan Fulton is there. Delegate Pat Young, Delegate Signal.
Yeah.
They're not here simply because they have to be in Annapolis on Monday. So in the future, take that under consideration.
Thank you very much. And yes,
Thank you. This is directed to Sheila. One of your platforms, your issues is the lack of transparency of the Baltimore County government.
Could you say that louder?
One of your issues is the lack of transparency of the Baltimore County government. And I'd like you to explain what the lack of transparency means and how, what issues has it affected our community?
Sure, yeah. Well, that's a good question. I think basically the lack of transparency is people not knowing what's going on in the county government and often not getting much notice, whether it be money that's being given or loaned to a business, or it be a development, something that's being developed in your community. I know the Royal Farms on Edmondson Avenue, there was no notice of that, or there was notice, let me be clear, there was notice, but the notice was in a paper that nobody reads. There was a posted notice that nobody could see. And I think it's very important for the council person to be proactive in making sure the communities know what's going on in their district. And I think the council person should have a newsletter for the district which explains in plain English things that are coming up. Now, to be fair, I know some of these things the council themselves didn't know in advance of things that were happening, so I give them credit on that. But I do think the council person needs to be proactive, and I think there needs to be greater communication between the council and the county executive also on these things. And, town halls, newsletters, social media, posting the notices in a paper that people actually read, making sure that the community associations get noticed. There's a lot of different ways that transparency can be addressed. Did I answer your question?
okay, thank you. Councilman Quirk?
Just a quick response on that. Obviously transparency in today's time is absolutely critical, and why sometimes we don't have that is sometimes a little bit frustrating, not only to me, but other council members. The notifications that happen with the administrative law judge, it's not a county council function, it's administrative. Our county council office with the Royal Farms didn't get notice of that administrative law judge decision until the very day that we read about in the community update. As all of you know, we have a bill right now that's going to pass, for sure, that's going to require 2 weeks notification, because the last thing we want to have happen is people say, oh, well, that was a backroom deal, or oh, you kept that hidden from us because, we didn't, quite frankly, know. The communication comes from the administration, but what we're doing is requiring the administration to have at least 2 weeks notice in the community updates. Everybody can sign up for the community updates, and also we want to have notification, not only the Jeffersonian, which nobody reads, but more of the local papers that people read, and also try to get more of a Facebook presence too, because everybody wants transparency. I mean, in this day and age, we really should have it. And the other thing I want to say for the record is with plan unit developments, I primary sponsor for transparency for plan unit developments 7-8 years ago. I don't know if anybody remembers, but at Dimitri's, I actually opposed a PUD at Dimitri's because they wanted to build a development on a steep slope. So out of that, we have a lot more transparency with development. And with CZMP, Comprehensive Zoning Map Process, we have tons of community input. We have a year-long process where anybody can get involved in it, and it's incredibly public, and we get lots and lots of people attend them. But am I saying transparency is great in Baltimore County? I actually think we can improve it a lot, and we're working on it. So thank you for the opportunity.
Could I just really thank you, everyone. The reason that I do want to bring it to a close is 8:15, and remember, this is a forum. This isn't necessarily a debate.
Until 9 o'clock.
She should be able to Yeah.
It's open until 9. Just let her record.
Just give us a little while. I'll buy you some McDonald's, all right?
If you would allow me, please, let me share with you what's going on. We started at 6, it was planned for 90 minutes, it is now 8:15. I would be more than happy to take that, but usually it's going to go to 1, and I don't want to short anyone who was identified on the floor. So everyone that was identified has been identified on the floor. However, there is another opportunity for all of us to come together. There will be another forum, there will be another opportunity on Saturday, March the 31st at 10 a.m. and it will be held at the Lansdowne Library.
We'll make it longer.
In addition, I think it's important to get feedback to the planners. I was asked to moderate, so I'm a part of it, but if you would like to leave comments, suggestions, ideas of what we can do in preparation for the next one, feel free on a piece of paper or anything, write your notes, write a comment, give us feedback about this event so that we can take this as we move forward. Because we do want to respect the time. It is now about 8:15 p.m. and we started at 6. Additionally, there's a sign-in. If you did not sign in, this was not just for candidates, it's for everyone. So there's another sheet. Please make sure you sign your name on it. If you fill up on the front, just flip it on the back. Put a name and email address so that we can try our best to get out as much communication about the upcoming events as is. I'll give it to you again. It is Saturday, March 31st, 10 o'clock a.m. at the Lansdowne Library. We are very thankful for everyone that has come out. We're thankful for all of the candidates that came out tonight. We're thankful for your presence, your patience, and your understanding for this event. We look forward to
I'm gonna treat it like everybody else.
on Saturday, March 31st. Thank you very much.